Hey guys, my first video on my channel. My name is PlayStation Freak PS3, and I want to talk about one of my most anticipated games coming this year. And if you guys already know, if you guessed it, if you looked the title up there, um, okay, Dead Space 3. I let me just first say this right now, that I am a huge fan of Dead Space. I love the first one. I love the second one, which I don't have with me right now. Somebody's borrowing it. A friend of mine is borrowing it, and plus I don't have a case for it, so I can't show you the case. Dead Space 1 is not even in here. I'm playing it right now. I haven't finished my Impossible mode, but anyways, I'm getting off track here. I love Dead Space. It's like one of my favorites. One of my favorite games. I love them. I played them to death. I played them before. I'm still playing them now. And if you came to this video thinking that I'm gonna tear up Dead Space 3, I am not, in a way. Because I'm in a way maybe I'm sort of different from other videos. If you've seen people tearing Dead Space 3 apart, like it's not gonna be as good as the first two. You might be surprised. You just stay on this video and you might be surprised. Yeah, I want to have a big talk about Dead Space 3. A serious Dead Space 3 talk. Mainly it's because I had some doubts about this game. Like how it's really probably not I'm not gonna say it's probably gonna suck. I'm just gonna say it's probably not gonna be as good as the first two. In a way, I'm saying it might be disappointing. Okay, let me first start what we noticed in this gameplay. And I know a lot of people has done these type of videos already, but you know I'm late. Let me just give me a chance, you guys. Okay, let me just first say with the first specific thing that you guys see in the gameplay trailers, and when you first thing noticed, it's like the way you guys are looking at right now. It's really action based. It's action packed. I'm not saying that's the all the game's focus. It's just I'm saying that it's what you see in the trailers right now. It's action based, and in a way I do have a problem with that. Mainly it's because I mean Resident Evil. Okay, Resident Evil. Period. I mean, you guys already know that this happened before. With it all started with Resident Evil 5. It started, even though I really like Resident Evil 5, but you know that's not the point. Point is that Resident Evil 5 started, this thing about putting action in a survival horror series, and now Dead Space, in a way, is doing the same thing. And yes, I am not okay with that in a way. I mean, this is really hard to explain. Okay, at first when I saw the trailer of Dead Space 3, the gameplay trailer, at first he's separated from Ellie, and he trapped, and he had to go search for her in the snow. And it was going fine. It looked like Dead Space 1 and 2. I mean, and it's the same third-person view. And how, and what, and it kind of made me have a different view on it is when, Isaac's starting to shoot these aliens, and I'm like, okay, cool, great, but when it got to the point where Isaac was rolling, he's starting to roll, and right there I kind of froze. Right there, I'm like, what the hell? No. This must be a mistake. This is not real. I think they're gonna probably take that away when when the video comes out. And then Isaac is starting to cover. Yeah, cover. Gears of War, cover. I know, like cover Gears of War style. Yeah, cover and shoot. And there's enemy fire. You know, you fight human enemies, and they're shooting at you. Ring a bell? Okay. See, like I said, I'm not saying that this game's gonna suck because it has like these elements in the game. I'm just saying it's probably not gonna be as good as the first two. It's probably gonna be really disappointing. And I'm hoping that EA is hiding all the good things about Dead Space 3. How scary it is, how you know, like freaky it is, how many jump scares there is, and I just hope they don't go overboard when it comes to the action. Because, for one thing, you should keep your originality to it. Because if you don't, it's not. You're gonna upset the fans. You really are. Because okay, you can't really do that. Put action based in a survival horror series, mainly it's because you're just not gonna make the fans any more happy. You're just gonna let them less happy, and you're gonna the fans are just gonna forget you. And I'm sort of one of them. I'm sort of one of them. I mean, I'm still gonna play Dead Space 3. I'm gonna pre-order it. It's freaking Dead Space. I'm gonna get it, but you know it's. But I'm not gonna just go like, oh, it's too action based. I'm not gonna get it just because of that. The way I'm looking at it, but my point is, you should put action based video game genre in the right place, and Dead Space is not that spot. It's a survival horror series. EA, why can't you just keep your originality to it? Same thing with Capcom. Why can't you just make your originality the same? The same! Is it that hard? I mean, my God, it's not that difficult. I mean, have you seen people's loving interest of your games? Dead Space 1 and 2? They freaking love them because they were all scary and fun. But Dead Space 3, look at it now, it looks, you know, sort of different. To action-based. And I've seen a lot of videos of people's thoughts on Dead Space 3, or, you know, fans, how this is going to suck and stuff like that. But I'm not saying that, because I'm pretty sure the game's not going to literally suck. Because if it really sucks, oh, that's going to be a little problem. But I just hope it's not going to go back to the freaking way Resident Evil 5 was. You know, how that stupid AI, Sheva, who kept like getting in the way and wasting health and ammo. And I just hope the AI is not like that. And plus you had drop in out on co-op, where, you know, someone could play the single player with you. Or you just play the single player by yourself, which is great. And like the first Dead Space, it was survival horror. I mean, it was scary. It still scares the living crap out of me, still. And I still love it to this day. I still play it. I haven't finished my Impossible mode. Dead Space 2 was less scary, more of a in the freaking fast moving weapon action / this and that. It was more into the more faster weapon combat than the actual scariness and the horror aspects in the environment. So and it worked. And it worked, and when Dead Space 2 came out, and then when I saw the gameplay, I'm like, oh, okay, it looks kind of, you know, more faster and more faster on gun combat. But when I played it, it worked. So that's what I'm saying about Dead Space 3, where I'm looking at it right now, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's not, it doesn't look the same. But when I play it, I'm gonna really enjoy it. I mean, but like I said, I just wish that EA can keep its originality in their games, because, like I said, action I mean, who doesn't love action? You guys do. I do. You. Everyone loves action. I mean, I don't think anybody can in this world that doesn't like action. Action video games, action movies, aliens. Like, come on, action movies, the Dark Knight. Who doesn't love action, right? But my point is, you should put action in its right place. And Dead Space is not it. It's not. I mean, it really isn't. I just don't know how I could go from that, because it just doesn't go with it. And I'm not saying it is with it right now. I'm just saying the way it looks like it is. It looks action based. That's what I'm gonna say for now. But is there anything I could really say about Dead Space 3? Mainly it's because all I can say is I'm freaking hyped for this game. Even though how it looks like different from the other ones, I'm still gonna pre-order this game. I'm saving all my money. I'm gonna buy it. I'm pretty sure you guys are too. For those of you who, you know, think different, that you think Dead Space is gonna suck, Dead Space 3 is gonna suck, good for you. More power to you. I respect your thing, but what I'm saying to you guys that don't think that Dead Space 3 is gonna be that good, just give it a try. I mean, just don't give up just too easily. If you're a true Dead Space fan, go try it, please, because you might be surprised. And at first, when I first saw the trailer, I'm like, oh my god, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it because it looks too much like, you know, Resident Evil 5, too action based, and you know, you have an AI. I'm like, oh, the AI. When I first heard of the AI, I'm like, oh my god, really? But besides that, you guys, I have nothing else to say. The good things in Dead Space 3, I can say right now, is the environments, and it still has the same third-person viewpoint as all the first two had. And I just hope that EA is hiding the good stuff, as in the jump scares and the scariness that will scare us, that still Dead Space will have. Still, I don't care if it's a little action-based. Don't care. I just hope it doesn't go overboard. But yeah, for those of you who think it's gonna suck, just give it a try, please, because I'm gonna give it a try. Well, I'm gonna give it more than a try. I'm gonna buy the freaking game. So, but that's pretty much it, you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for looking at my serious Dead Space 3 talk. Hope you enjoyed it. And since it's my very first video of me, when Dead Space 3 comes out, I'm gonna do a whole walkthrough of different parts of Dead Space 3 when I first get it. So hopefully stay tuned to that certain point. I'll see you guys next year. So take care, and I already said this, but see you next year.